subject, all those stuff. These are just like primary stuff. I know you guys had this before, but this is just going to be a recollection of all those things. If you want me to write it down, I could write it down. If you want me to just verbalize it and you take it down, then I'll do that.
Is it in our handouts? I know you gave us some handouts, right?
The handouts that he gave you guys are glossary.
You gave us, that's
And Brother Juan said that it doesn't happen. So,
yeah.
okay.
Up to E.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's write this down. Because then next week, I hope that we could finish the definition and then we'll go into like practicing. Sentence, it's a word or group of words that expresses a complete thought. I don't know, but Sister Roselle's not writing. She has a recorder. A secretary.
Sexy talk.
Got it?
Sentence is a word or
Or a group of words that expresses a complete thought.
Of words. It's not a book, the one that you guys read. That's
This is the one.
a complete thought.
You could find it there, but then you have to read the whole thing, so I'm just giving you the small definitions.
Oh.
So sentence.
Okay.
Sentence.
That expresses a complete thought. Okay. Subject. What is a subject? It is that what? It is the one that initiates an action.
What is it again?
Subject.
Subject.
Yeah. The subject of the sentence
The one is the one.
that initiates an action.
And action.
Yeah. It also talks about who or what is doing whatever is being done. And then number 3,
It also, do you have to write that down too?
if that will help you,
The last one?
if that will help you about the subject, go ahead. It talks about who or what is doing whatever is being done. Like for example, Roselle is not writing. Roselle is the subject and she is the who that is doing what is being done, which is not writing.
Wait, it talks about who?
That's a good example that
It talks about who or what is doing whatever is being done, or the action. Yeah. See?
Is it the subject of the sentence?
Yes, you're the subject of the class.
I'm the subject of the class. An
Okay.
example.
Okay.
And then it names whom or what the sentence is about. It names who or what the sentence is about.
It names?
Who?
The subject names who or what the sentence is all about.
No, wait a minute.
Huh?
You just said it names, right? It names.
It names whom or what
Or what?
the sentence is about.
The sentence is about,
Okay, so we have two different kinds of subject, a complete subject and a simple subject. So, simple subject is stripped off of its bare essentials. Like for example, it's article, just that one word, article. But now if you say the magazine article, that's a complete subject. Okay, complete subject contains all of its accessories, including modifiers. Let me write this one. I'm lazy to stand up, but I'll stand. The magazine article. So that will be a complete subject. Explain how to make the muffin.
That's the meaning of complete subject here.
No, this is the example.
What is the example?
Okay.
Make the muffin.
So the complete subject contains all all of its accessories, including the modifiers. So the magazine article, that's the complete subject. Now, if we talk about simple subject is the one that's stripped off of its bare essentials. So if I'm going to be asking about simple subject, it would only be the article,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
Now, after subject, we go to verb.
Excuse me,
Yes.
you say two complete subject. What are those two complete subject?
Complete subject.
You say two complete?
No, two different kinds of subject.
Two different kinds of subject.
Complete subject and the simple subject.
Different kinds of subject. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Complete subject and
Complete and simple.
simple.
The other side, they're learning idioms, Spanish trap English. So now they're learning chicken. That it doesn't really mean pollo in Spanish if you translate it. So anyway, I'm just saying this is chicken for you guys, right? Okay. Verb. Verb is an action word. It tells you what is going on. It expresses action, existence, and condition.
Expresses.
What?
Action,
Action. Is an action word. It tells you what is
Expresses
going on.
action.
Expression.
expresses action, existence, and condition.
Existence.
Okay, three kinds of verbs.
Ano isa? Existence.
Expresses action, existence, and condition.
And condition.
Okay. So verb has three kinds. It has the simple verb, verb phrase, and complete verb.
Or what? Simple.
Yeah, simple verb.
Verb and
Simple verb. And then verb phrase and complete verb.
What are those here?
The kinds of verb.
The kinds of-
Okay. Okay, so simple verb, by its word, it's only one word. Example, James walked home. So walk is the simple verb. The definition of simple verb is just, it's only one word. It's only one word as a verb. Verb phrase is more than one word.
or was it?
Verb phrase
Is only one.
is more than one word. I mean one word.
James is walking while talking and eating.
Okay. Now let's go to complete verb.
We'll be walking on.
Complete verb includes all of the words that go together to make up the predicate. Just like what Kuya Efren said.
What was it? Contains all the,
Contains all of the words that go together to make up the predicate. Now we're going to go to predicate. So here, so here with the complete verb, all this is your complete verb. Okay? Here on the sidewalk. Okay, my bad. Sorry. It doesn't make sense that I'm in front when I'm blocking it. Okay, so that's it for sentence, subject, complete subject, simple verb, verb phrase, complete verb. Easy, right? Okay. Now let's go to predicate. Predicate is a verb that acts in a different role. role. A verb, but acts in a different role.
Different role.
Yeah. Role, R-O-L-E, not roll. Roll 1, roll 2.
Role. Ano pala tayo sa phone nila? Role.
Now that's the meaning of predicate.
Yeah. A verb, but it acts in a different role. The predicate is the doing or the being part of the sentence.
What? Is this the predicate?
The predicate is the doing or the being part of the sentence. You have it here.
You see how everything's here, okay.
You just have to,
We just write because that's the only thing that,
everything is here. I'm just pulling out what is important so you guys, you could highlight it or whatnot, but we're still on chapter 1 on this book.
This is chapter 1.
And see, because all this, it takes you to, on the back part, process of composing a sentence, then it goes to how to become a better writer. And then chapter 2 now goes into the parts of speech. And then that leads you into how to become a better speaker. So, okay? All right, so now let's go on to sentence fragment.
Sentence.
And after this, we're going to go into some exercises.
Sentence.
Sentence fragment. You could find sentence fragment on page. Which page is that one?
That's me.
Page 4.
Page 4.
See, page 4, it says fragment looks like a sentence because of the capital letter. But the fragment is missing either the verb or the subject or both. So it's not a complete thought. Okay, sentence fragment is a group of words that don't express a complete thought. That's what you put on your notes for now. Example, after the papers were signed.
Word that.
Group of words that don't express complete thought. Example, after the papers were signed. It starts with a capital letter, it even has a period at the end. But it does not have a complete thought.
But it says right here.
And then there's another one. And then I have here, I provided another example. Since she usually goes to bed early during the week. You don't have to write it down, but. Okay, so it sounds like it's a sentence, but it's really not a complete thought. So it's not a sentence, it's only a fragment. And then let's go on to run-on sentences. A sentence that is too long and should be broken up into smaller parts. How many of us, when we write papers or when we talk, like it's a very, very long sentence. We went to church, but then when we went there was nobody there, so we backed up and we went home. When we got home, blah, blah, blah. Like, wait, let's separate it so we can understand it more. So that is a run-on sentence. A sentence that is too long and should be broken up into smaller parts.
What is that?
Run-on sentence. Run-on.
Run-on.
Another example. Just this one is a short one. Class seemed too long, it went past 10 o'clock. It sounded simple, right? But if you dissect the sentence, there's like 2 sentences that were put together.
Can you repeat the meaning of it?
Run on. A sentence that is too long and should be broken up into smaller parts. It should be broken up into smaller parts for better understanding. Okay. Here's the important part. How to fix a run-on sentence. Okay. Fixing a run-on sentence. Number one. Using a period and a capital letter. Those go together. Using a period
Excuse me.
and a capital letter. So for example, the class seemed too long, it went past 10 o'clock. Let me use that. Class seemed too long, it went on past 10 o'clock. So now you can break this down by putting a period here, right? And then this I, you make it capital, and then you make it the whole sentence. So now you will have two sentences on this one. Okay, number two, and this will be, I guess, one of your practice for next week. Using a comma and a conjunction. Okay, what are conjunctions for and all those? Okay, so with this one, how can you use a comma and use a conjunction to separate the sentence? Anybody want to try? Brother one?
Class seemed too long and comma and it went on past. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so class seemed too long, and then you put a comma, and it went on past 10 o'clock. Or you could also use, because it went on past 10 o'clock. Or something like that, okay? And then number three. So the conjunction that brother one used is and. But there are other examples of conjunctions. You actually have a list of conjunctions here. This is Pastor's book. I have my book. I didn't. Pastor's book is so new. Okay, so number three. By separating sentences with a semicolon. Separating, sorry, and sentences. With a semicolon. Okay. So it's the same thing. Class seemed too long, semicolon. It went on past 10 o'clock. And then period. Okay, the last one. Returning independent clauses. Okay, so the example on this one is class seemed too long since it went past 10 o'clock. Class seemed too long since it went past 10 o'clock. So here, the independent clauses that you had, it went past 10 o'clock. It's dependent to this one. You put since to make it a dependent clause. Where's my eraser? Yeah.
Dependent clauses.
Okay, let me say that again. So the independent clauses, remember, you have, this is one, it stands on its own as a sentence, and this one also stands on its own as a sentence, right? You combine them together, it becomes a run-on sentence. To make it, to fix that run-on sentence so it's easier to understand, there's 4 ways to correct it. So we talked about the 3. The 4th one is turning the independent clauses to dependent clauses. So here you have this one as an independent clause, you have this one as another independent clause. Now you choose which one to make into a dependent clause so that it cannot survive on its own when you leave it alone. So with this one, we chose to make this clause, the independent clause, to be a dependent clause to this one by adding since. So now if you cut this 2, class seemed too long, this is still a complete sentence.
Right.
Yeah.
But since it went past 10 o'clock, it's no longer an independent clause. Now it becomes a dependent clause to this one.
Right.
So now it's easier to understand why you put those 2 sentences together. Now it's fixed. Now this is not a run-on sentence. Now this is actually a one complete thought. I see Ateneria's face. So the dependent clause, it can stand on its own, right? So this is a dependent clause. To fix, to fix this run-on sentence, to make them be put together, because technically you cannot do that. It's not, when your English teacher or your writing teacher will check it, then she will probably do this or make a correction or whatnot. So for this whole sentence to be a complete sentence, these are the things that we could do to make it correct so that it doesn't become a run-on sentence. Okay. All right, next. We have 5 more minutes. Clause. Can I erase it now? Does that seem?
That's about clause.
Clause.
C-L-U.
Santa Claus. No. C-L-A-U-S-E.
Okay. Hindi ko kasi mabasa.
Malayo kasi Tita Bel, it's so small. We need a bigger marker. A bigger board. Okay. Okay. A clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb.
Group of word.
With a subject and a verb.
And a verb.
We'll stop with this. We'll do some practice on this one, fixing a run-on sentence. So it will be easier for you guys. Okay. Let's go to, who has the book already?
you're using 2 books here?
Yeah, this one is the,
Exercise.
yeah, the exercise part.
Okay.
So then you can just do that.
Oh,
So there's 2 books for this subject?
Yeah, you have the grammar, easy way.
oh, and then the one is for.
I mean grammar, the easy way, and then the writing, the easy way. Okay. Let's go to task number. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read a sentence and then you guys, I'll go one by one. So this time it's just the subject that we're gonna look for. Find the subject of the following sentences using the criteria that you have on page 145. Never mind. I mean, answers are on what, page 145. Okay, number 1. Frequently, parents of small children listen to the wrong authorities of child rearing. See, that's a long sentence. So, frequently, parents of small children listen to the wrong authorities of child rearing. Which one is the subject?
Parents.
Okay, so we have 2 different kinds of subject, right? Remember the simple subject and the complete subject. So for the simple subject, it's parents, only parents. But for complete subject, it would be parents of small children. Got it? Okay, number 2. Okay, Rosel, your turn. After losing 3 straight games of gin, Costi slammed the cards on the table and left in a huff. Which one is
That's a long one.
which one is the subject?
Again, the word here.
After losing 3 straight games of gin.
Well, 3 straight games. That's the
Wait. After losing 3 straight games of gin, Costi slammed the cards on the table and left in a huff.
Well, slam.
No.
No, the last one, you were doing 2 sentences. The second one, Costi.
Okay, Costi. Very good.
Is that a name?
Yeah, I guess it's a name. Costi.
Never heard of that.
Me too, it's my person. Okay, number 3
Costi is a simple.
is a simple subject.
Simple subject.
Yeah, and there's no complete subject here. It's just one. It's only Costi. Okay, number 4. This is for brother 1. Okay, last one. Sorry. Dan Zioli, during his strenuous workout, pulled a muscle in his lower calf.
That's Yoli.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, next week I'll prepare a
Yeah,
practice
there you
for
are.
the run-on sentences.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
nice.
good,
Okay.
good, thank you.
We need that.